I was trying to find a group, but it looks like we might just be soloing this right now. I guess I'll just I'm not really familiar with this. I know we probably want to pick like June 1940. Well, I'm captain, since I'll be doing everything anyways. Keyboard. There's problems here. Okay, well, I'll stop. That lever. Our current speed is 2 knots, heading 5-6, which is south. So, about the tanks. Oh, okay. Why are we still sinking? Negative pressure. Clear. Yay! We sunk due to flooding. Probably because I didn't close the hatch. Alright, try again. New U-boat. Alright. 1, 2. I'll stop. Alright. Open. Close. Oh, wait. Water. Slow. And slow. It's the radio operator. Guessing this needs to be used while it's on over of water. Why are we surface? Well, we're not submerged, that's for sure. Really loud. Okay. knots backwards. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Certainly don't seem to be. Half dive plane. Moving at all? 4 knots. Trim our depth with half dive plane. Like surfacing again. Now we're too deep. How? Okay. 0. Still seem to have some positive buoyancy. So, our current heading is on 180. Heading 320. Okay, well, we've got contacts. They are on a B2. Stupid keyboard. Would help if I needed some speed. Go speed. Turn right, 320. Yep, that's good again. Depth. Remnants out at 12. Let's see. Go out. It's 320. It's this way. Contacts out here. Okay, that. Scroll. Hard to depth. Small fast crews are destroyers, corvettes. Depth to stand still right about 13. Oh, I know battery. Alright. Little battery power. Don't know where. Keyboard. Just keep doing. Okay. Switch on battery. Yep. So there's no battery meter? Just air pressure? Oh. Okay. We don't have to charge our batteries or anything. Gauges don't work. Rudder. Rudder. The 12 meters. Slowly drifting. Okay. Yeah, which rudder controls? Oh, got it. Small gauge. Hard to see. Thank you. Oh, I said, yeah, there's like 3 different spots for the rudder. Oh. Alright, still holding at 12 meters. We got a sonar contact directly ahead of us, bearing 0. It's large, so it's got to be a convoy. Got no visual on it yet, though. So probably want to surface and use diesel engines. But it's rough weather out there. I could end up upon them. No, hydrophone's kind of telling me they're this way. Turn the gain up. Right. So they seem to be going this way. So maybe we should turn back to 280. Zero our planes. Oh, I've got this. Okay, now surfaced. Diesel engine. Charge batteries. Speed ahead. Let's see what we can see on the deck. Probably not much. But nothing. There's no zoom on the UTO. There's no compass. Yeah. Well, don't try to trim your boat with the negative tank. That doesn't seem to work. Anything I've ever seen is they normally set their depth, then trim it with the aft dive plane. That's what I thought. So you get to where you want, then you zero out your front, you trim with the rear. That should keep you at the depth that you're at. That's what I was trying, at least. I kind of got it to work, but I was trimming it with the front dive plane. I don't think it really matters which one. You might just have to trim it a little bit. The boat seems to have a little bit more than neutral points. If you want to join me, you can. I mean, I'm not trying to play by myself. I'm just familiarizing myself with things. I have a basic idea of how things work just from playing Silent Hunter. So, the navigating part, though, I'm not sure about. So, does this thing automatically... Oh, please do. I'm Colonel Wolf on Steam. You can add me there. The game is set to friends only, so once I confirm you, you can just join me. Oh, right. To turn to 280. Stop turning. Okay, floor's not working. There's a lot of Colonel Wolfs on Steam. Thought I was the only one. I miss Colonel Wolf. Oh, you can't see the Steam on. Are you in the WOLFPACK Discord? Making 12 knots. Oh, make sure you join the WOLFPACK Discord. Then that link I posted should get you a friend invite. Actually turns. That's straight ahead. You do not have any contacts yet. I'll be right back. I gotta go switch my laundry. Which I completely forgot about. Ah. I post you a Discord link here. When you're able to join in the voice channel number 2. That got down there. Get down. To get to that guy. Anti-aircraft ladder. I posted a link to the Discord in the channel. You have Discord, right? Still have no contact. Oh. On the road's open. Probably need to turn the volume down. I have to turn mine way down. Got a ways to go before we find them, but we did find them. Well, we've got time to figure it out. It's probably the air compressor right behind you that's going off. I'll just pretend like. Telegraph. Do we really have to learn Morse code? Well, we're making 16 knots. Westbound. Should I do that? Zoom out.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I heard somebody.
Yeah, that's me. What's going on?
Alright, hold on. I gotta do a balancing act with the volume here.
Let's see here.
Can't turn the volume down too much. Alright. Try saying something.
Something.
Oh, that was quite loud.
Alright, I'll let you get that worked out. And I am going to take 5 minutes. I'll be back in a minute.
Roger that. Alright, for anybody that's just joining the stream, we're learning WOLFPACK. Using my basic knowledge of submarine warfare, silent hunter stuff, I tracked down a convoy with the hydrophone. They are now chugging at 15, 16 knots towards them. They should be over here somewhere. What's that? It's as zoomed out as we can get. I guess automatically tracks your position. Well, we'll figure that out.
All right, you still there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, man, it's good to meet you.
Yeah, you too. I was kind of surprised to see that you weren't from the WOLFPACK. Where did you catch my stream from?
On Twitch. Just I was looking for anybody that was playing, really, and saw you playing it. Saw you playing by yourself. I'll see what he's doing, see how he's doing things. See if you know something other than what I've learned so far, which isn't much. Like I said, I just started playing earlier today.
The only thing I know out of all of this is just from playing in the Silent Hunter days on hard mode, so I can do a lot of the stuff like the torpedo data computer, stuff like that, pretty easily. I know how to use an RAOFB wheel, sort of, or at least I used to. We'll see what happens. I felt pretty confident doing this by myself and probably sinking something, but you gotta find them first. I had a sonar contact on this heading. We're steaming at 16 knots, and I'm about to cut power and dive again so we can reconfirm their position and see which direction they're going. That way we can turn to get in front of them and try to cut the T on them, so we'll have nice, you know, perfect lined up torpedo shots.
Yeah. I played Silent Hunter for a little while. Wasn't very good at it, but I still played it. So I know the basics, but I never was very good at using the TDC.
It's extreme. It's not easy to use in manual mode, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I mostly let the computer do all the configuring. I just mostly lined up the shots.
Well, I'll worry about the TDC. I don't know what you really want to do. I'm gonna cut it. We're cutting over to electric. Get ready to dive. We want 12 meters.
Yeah, I can't keep this thing at periscope depth.
Alright, well, first things we gotta do, blow the ballast vents. I can get the front ones, and if you want to get the rear ones.
Got it.
Or not blow them, open them. We're opening the vents.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna open the negative tank vent.
Rear's open.
Negative tank vent is this one here. We open this and then close it. It's
Alright, now.
with the negative.
What?
The top one opens the vent. The bottom one blows the air out. And once we reach 9 meters, we're gonna want to blow all the water. We're at 9 meters. So now blow all the water back out. We'll sink pretty fast otherwise.
We're just blowing it out of the negative.
Yeah, we're just clearing the negative trim tank out. I'm now closing the vents. Main ballast vents are closed.
Alright. Negative's empty.
Alright, our depth is currently 17 meters, so
We need to bring it up a little bit.
So how do we...
oh, damn it. I think I just screwed us. I forgot to switch the engines over to electrics. We just flooded the diesels.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you gotta shut those off first. Before we dive. So how long does it take for the diesel to clear out?
I don't know. We'll see.
Find out soon enough.
Yeah, we just might not have any diesel engines when we come back up. We don't actually need 12 meters because I just need to do a sounding in front of us. Alright, they're actually moving in, I thought they were moving in the other direction. They're actually moving, appears to be east.
14 meters.
Yeah, that's good. Turn us right heading 010.
Wow. We'll get us up to periscope depth first. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it.
Oh, we won't be able to see anything yet. It's too rough out there. I've just barely got them on hydrophone. They're still at quite a distance. I'd have to guess at least 15 kilometers. So... center of their group right now, heading or bearing from us is 90. Compass heading is between 00 and 010.
All right.
And there's escorts. I've got both large screws and small screws.
Bringing us around to 040.
010. Or, no, yes, 040. That's it. 010 is where they're at. 040 is where we want to go.
Yeah.
Alright, we've surfaced again.
Yeah, like I said, I couldn't hold it.
It's fine. We already figured out where they are and which direction we need to go, so it doesn't matter. Just hope our diesel engines come back online.
Current heading is 040. Yeah, see, that's the problem I was having, was trying to keep it at the depth I needed to be at.
Yeah, you can't zero the planes. The boat will just float back up to the surface. You got to trim them with one of the bow, either the bow or the aft planes, to keep it at the depth you want. So I found like 2 or 3 degrees was pretty good for trim when I was messing with it by myself. I was able to hold about 12.5 on the depth with the trim like that. We don't want to dive now. We want to stay on the surface.
Okay.
Because we want to keep steaming full speed. They're off in the distance. Like we can't even see them yet.
So go topside and take a look. And so far, nothing.
Yeah, like I said, they're 15, 20 kilometers away, and our view distance right now is about 7.
And that's fine. If we get it right, we'll be able to sneak up on them.
Well, this will give us a chance to get some more people in here, get a couple more officers, get all of our P's and Q's in order.
Yeah.
So, just as a dive officer, just remember you want to vent both the front and rear ballast tanks when we want to dive. Whether you use the trim tank to dive or not is up to you. I find it makes the boat sink really fast. Manual says to only use it for crash diving, so I guess we should just fill the 2 ballast tanks and then use the dive planes. And like I said, between 0 and 5 degrees for trimming, I think the rough seas are making it difficult to hold the depth. So just experiment with it. You'll figure it out.
What was that?
Do you boys still need another post?
Absolutely. We're both learning, so come in and
great,
join
because
us.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, good. That means you can come teach me.
If you, who's hosting the server?
I am. I'm trying to get you a friend invite link.
Yeah, just so I send you my Steam link.
part of Australia you from?
Victoria.
Now, Victoria is southeast Australia, right?
No, it's pretty much just the south.
Okay. Oh, that's I sent you a quick invite.
So good, I joined the friends. Well, see, I can already see how you guys lost.
You are the helmsman.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're in.
So what's the status? What's going on here?
I have a convoy at bearing 010. They are moving eastbound, it seems. Following them on sonar. Slow and fast screws. So we got some escorts and some merchant ships. It's a rather wide. It's about 35 degrees on the hydrophone worth of convoy, and I'm guessing they're probably about 10 or 15 kilometers out. We don't have visual on them, but we can hear them quite clearly.
What game did you hit?
2.
They're 4Ks away. Well, was that the lowest you could hear them? Could you hear them any lower?
No.
Yeah, well then they're 4Ks away from the last thing you did.
How's that work? How do you get distance off of that?
It's just, common sense really at this point that every one gain on the hydrophone, when you hear something, is 2Ks on the map. Well, roughly, that is. So, pretty much what you want to get with the hydrophone is get the lowest possible so you can get a more accurate, English, anyway, more accurate bearing or just navigation towards the convoy.
Okay, makes sense. So the lower the gain, the closer they are.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the lowest gain I could hear the map was 2, and that was pretty faint. Didn't hear the fast screws, so one of the destroyers is closer to us than anything else.
Well, we should expect that the destroyers are on the outside ring of the convoy and the merchants.
Yeah, did the destroyers actually cycle from front to back and then do basically a patrol circle around the merchants, or are they stationary-ish?
No, they just follow wherever they are. So if there's like a destroyer in the rear of the convoy, they're just gonna like swivel left and right and try and keep them like try and, cover the entire rear of the convoy. It really just swivels.
Break. 30 degrees off the port bow. We have a visual.
That's a merchant ship. Well,
time to dive,
there
guys.
you go, that's your convoy. They can't see us from over here. We're completely invisible.
Looks like
Are we diving?
We don't have to dive right this second, but they are moving to the east, right?
They are moving to our west.
West.
Right to left. Yeah. Southwest. Do you want me to turn and go to that direction?
What's our heading? We are
At
there.
Our heading is 20, and the heading is about 300.
yeah, so we should probably turn to like 260 at least. That way we can get ahead of them, and then at least stay out of their visual range of us. You think? Does that sound like a plan?
That does sound like a plan.
That's a good plan to me. We do have about, a convoy won't, or really any ship won't see you until you're about a K away from them.
Yeah, but we want to be able to stay on the surface and keep our speed up. So, because we want to get into the better firing position.
Yeah, we want to parallel them until we can get in front of them, and then cut the T.
As long as they can't see us from back here, that's fine by me.
See, I thought they were going the other direction from the soundings I had taken.
That's why, at least when you're on the hydrophone, ask to be ask to sit in the water for about 3 minutes, and then you want to do another check, and you'll be able to check which way the convoy is heading and the speed it's going.
I've got multiple contacts now.
We're not moving too close to these guys, are we?
No. Their entire left side is unguarded. The escort is on the other side.
We're coming out of the sun, so they're going to have a hell of a time seeing us.
In my experience, they just won't see us all.
Why does it look like we're moving closer to them?
They have a slower speed than us.
We are pretty close to these guys.
Want to turn us at least another 10 degrees to our port.
That sounds like a good idea.
That way, we don't get too close to them. Don't want any of these guys getting froggy. just in case they got some kind of weapons on.
What mode? What difficulty are we on?
Easy.
And what time? What year?
June 1940.
They're not gonna have guns on them unless it's a Corvette.
I never paid much attention to that. Yeah, we should be able to get in front of them at this rate.
Oh, we're making great time.
Yeah. But they're heading into the fog, which we don't want.
Actually, we do want the fog. We can use the fog to our advantage.
We can, but the fog is also against us.
It'll make it harder for us to see.
Sorry.
We'll just have to get a little bit closer, yeah. But in the end, I think it might be better for the storm. See the lightning? That was cool.
Do you want me to start marking down targets for us to fire at once you ever want to?
Where do you mark those at?
Well, you don't mark it. I meant like recognition. Because if we know what the merchant ship is, then we can use the TDC, the torpedo data computer. We can put in everything that is on the sheet of paper while pressing C. It's a must do when we launch a torpedo.
Yeah, right now we're not even in a position to fire. I mean, you can, but we still got a little ways to go before we're even in a position to fire.
Go ahead and pick our 3 closest targets.
We can at least get their identities.
I thought we were going straight. I thought we were going straight to front. Should I mark the front target?
This is a very large convoy.
Well, yeah, but we only need to sink about 3 to 4.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think we're gonna want to go. We're definitely gonna want to get out in front, unless you want to shoot at people from the back.
We can use the deck gun. That is, if you guys want.
That's up to y'all. Doesn't matter to me. Me, I'd much rather try and be as quiet as possible. Sneak up on these guys. How many torpedoes we got? 14?
12.
12? Okay. That's 12 targets if we do it right. And all it's going to take is 1 per.
Yeah, I want to try to get in front of them, dive, and then take them out with stealth. Not much of a deck gun guy. That deck gun isn't really all that useful.
Yeah,
Might be useful in this game, but in reality, they didn't use the deck gun a lot.
Yeah, they only used the deck guns when they were, after they had already torpedoed something, and they were just trying to make sure it went down. That was one of those things where
We are getting pretty close.
That was one of those things where the captain was nice, said, "Hey, you guys got 5 minutes to get off of that thing, and I'm blowing it up."
Yeah, we are fairly close.
Yeah, I'm turning us to 280. Actually, 270 would probably be better.
just about got a 90-degree angle on bow on the back merchants now.
Alright. I'll be up top. You guys decide that you think this is a good angle for us. See, it would be better if we had a navigator who was plotting this stuff. Plotting the points that we could see exactly where we were on the map.
We are where it says we are.
Yeah, but we don't have anything else plotted.
Like
The position of the other ships. That's all information that we really could use.
there is another ship. Once you find the convoy, their entire fleet is right there in front of you.
Yes, but if you want an accurate TDC and all that other kind of stuff, it's always good to know that information. The more information you have, the better you'll be able, the better prepared you are going into the situation. It's always good to be prepared.
Yeah, how are we getting our range on these guys?
We have to figure that out.
On the attack periscope, there's a 10 something by 10 something, and pretty much we have to get close enough to where you can zoom in and pretty much just lock it on to the ship and figure it out. And then we have to divide it by 4 and use all this math. And then we have to figure out what it is, and then we gotta put its things into the TDC, and then we gotta figure out what the angle and bow is, and then we gotta fire. And once we fire, then we only have 5 seconds. We barely have any time to fire again before we get started getting pinged by the corvette escort.
Yeah, but if you do it right, if you find the corvette, you can kill him, and then you don't have to worry about it. That's the way I look at it. Take out the corvette first, and the rest of the ships are sitting ducks.
Yeah, that's true. But
Why's the observation periscope up?
I don't know. It's not up.
I can see it. It's up. There it is.
This is the attack periscope.
Oh, is that the attack periscope? Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
There is a deck gun on the very far left ship at the front of the con.
Alright, somebody else want to take over the rudder controls? See what I can do as far as trying to get at least a range on these guys now. See if I can start figuring that out. Not very good at it, but I'll give it a shot. That's how you learn.
We need to.
You still on the, yeah, you're still on the attack periscope.
We need to divide the height of the target, the view angle, which gives us the distance in hectometers, which then we need to divide by 4, which then should give us our target distance for the TDC. And from that, we'll need to get the recognition to do the rest.
Alright, you're stopping us?
Well, I would suggest we dive and get closer to the convoy to give us a better chance at actually hitting our target. So I will admit I'm not the best with TDC, but I know how it works.
Front vents open.
Alright, rear vents open. Switch to electric.
Electric was switched. I already did that.
Did you?
Yeah, I stopped us, switched us to electric, and then put us back on forward.
You're gonna try and take us to 12 meters, or at least 11-ish.
Yeah. About 11 and a half should be good.
Yeah, we don't want the observation. We want both periscopes up, and the observation is too big, and a spot makes us get spotted quick. And you can close the front bullet.
Yeah, the only one that we really need would be the attack periscope.
It is, but I want at least, because I'm not trying to like take lead or anything, but to actually figure out the TDC or the target, I would like at least two of us to agree on the target first, on like the recognition.
Depth is at 12 meters.
Alright, can you hold us there?
I'm trimming it right now. We are steady at 12 meters.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Speed is 7 knots.
We're losing the convoy in the fog.
What is our heading?
Turning right for heading 300.
If we go to 090, we could probably get to the front of the convoy.
If we go to 090, we'll be going behind the convoy.
It's because you turned, which changed.
What's our bearing to the closest target? For closest front target?
Our bearing to the closest target is 070, but that's at the back of the convoy.
Alright, well, we're close enough to take shots. I'll give...
And we actually need to turn a bit more right to about 050.
We're surfacing, because I couldn't...
Yeah, we're surfaced, well, well, yeah, you gotta continuously check it as a dive officer.
Yeah, I don't know how to do all that.
Jesus, we lost the convoy. Oh, I did. Do you have a bearing on?
Last bearing I had was 073.
Can you take over dive, officer?
Yeah, I'll get it. Let's see if I can get us back down.
Closest sound contact is 050. That's bearing, not.
Gotcha. True bearing or relative?
Relative bearing is now 030. Closest front contact is nearly in front of us at 010. They're still about 2 kilometers off then. Yeah, the boat really wants a lot of dive trim right now. We're getting thrown around.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Alright, we're heading. Just a change of. If you could, we need to change the rudder control to about 10 degrees to our port. Thank you. Great, I found our first freighter. Got a freighter type 28.
Are we still nearly 90 degrees to their left port side?
I don't know yet.
Alright, I put your basic, put your ballpark PDC stuff in.
Neat.
going to be hard to take a speed reading with us moving full speed.
Yeah, take us to a dead stop. Like 0. Nada.
You might have to use the negative trim tank to keep us at 12 meters while we're dead stop.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep us roughly about there.
Still at 2 knots. I'll let you know when we're dead stop.
Alright.
She's rising. Damn it. Can't get this thing to stop.
Mm. Okay, does anyone have a calculator on them right now?
Nope.
Okay, anyone have a fire on them?
How did we get all the way on the freaking surface? God damn it. Sorry.
You gotta periodically check it just in case.
Yeah, I was standing on the thing, and then when we started going up, when we hit the depth of 11, I went back to go and put just a touch in the negative to get us to go down to at least try to maintain our depth, and we just ended up going all the way up to the surface. It's like, ugh. Yeah, so now I guess we're sitting on top. My phone's around here somewhere. Give me a second, I'll go grab it. I'll be right back.
Diving us with negative trim.
What did you need?
Just open up your calculator with like Google Chrome or whatever you have for a search bar.
Yeah. What do you need to know to, as far as the math goes? I got my calculator out.
I have a tube below water I can't see anymore.
Oh. It's too late. That's what you're telling me. That's
Yeah, I see too late.
That's cool.
Let's do it going down.
You tell me if I'm slow, man. That's fine. You're not gonna hurt my feelings now.
Let's do it going down. There we go.
We'll start drifting back down.
Put into your calculator 34 divided by 4.
That's 8.5.
8.5, okay. So that is now our distance towards 8.5 if we keep our current pace.
Alright, so what are y'all doing on my dive controls?
I didn't touch the dive controls. I made us sync with the trim tank.
Okay, so
Just an exactly. That wasn't exactly like just, you know, cruising to the right depth at all. At first it didn't work, and then we sank like a stone.
yeah, it's touchy. It's very touchy. There should be at least some way to maintain the depth a little bit easier than what it is. Uh-oh.
We're gonna get pinged.
Cue dramatic music.
We need to go up a bit more.
Alright, raising us with the ballast pressure tank.
How much compressed air do we have again? I didn't look.
We have about 900 in the compressor, so we should be fine.
Just a second. Alright.
Alright, I'm up above the water. That's cool, boy. Where is that ship? We need to turn 10 degrees to port. I'm
Alright,
moving
is it take a
again.
speed reading while we're at 0 knots?
Yeah, we're
Right.
gonna be able to make that
Yeah,
turn
stand by.
soon.
I'm working really hard to hold you at 12 meters right now while we're dead still.
Yeah, I had to adjust my trim because we were shooting up like we were floating. We were about to float something serious.
Hold on, boys. I'm almost done.
Your dive planes aren't going to do anything while we're sitting still. I think we gotta hold our depth with the negative pressure tank. Because the boat's not neutral buoyant. It's supposed to be neutral buoyant with the ballast tanks filled.
Calculate the time. Take out the calculator.
I'm listening.
111 meters. Well, just do 111 divided by 44.
111 divided by 44.
Yes.
Alright, that's 2.52.
So the convoy is going about 2 knots. That's not 2 knots. Rough angle. Do you guys remember what angle on bow is?
From what I understand, just the easiest way that I think, if I understand it correctly, whatever ship that you're looking at, imagine yourself as being on the bridge of it, and you're looking straight ahead. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on that bridge and you're looking straight ahead, you got 180 degrees to your right, then you have 180 degrees to your left. From dead ahead being 0 and completely behind you being 180.
Okay. Now we gotta stop moving because the convoy is getting out of range and the target.
And then when you're thinking about the angle, you want to look at your left side as well as the right. What side of the ship are you on? That we're on in relation to them. So when you're calling angle on the bow, it's like if we're at their 90 degrees on their port side, it would be 90 degrees left.
Got it. Alright, thank you.
Not a problem.
Okay.
If they're moving to the left, then our angle on bow is going to be port side, and it should be pretty close to 90 degrees from the angle that we were set up at.
Yeah, it should be somewhere around there.
If you're looking at a profile view exactly to the side and you've got it squared off, that's 90 degrees perfectly, and that's the optimal shot.
Yep.
Okay, new calculator, just one last time.
Go ahead.
34 divided by 4.
That was 8.5.
Okay, okay. Going at our speed now, I would assume that we will hit our target. Okay, who wants to fire at the target? Who wants to be the one to hit the button?
Is everybody right?
Yeah, just hop onto the attack periscope, zoom in, you should see the target. I'm gonna switch the angle tracking to AP, and you're gonna hit space. Try and aim towards the front of the ship. Ready?
Which target am I aiming at?
The one that the attack periscope was last looking toward.
Okay, our angle on bow is going to be about 120 degrees.
Thought so. I already set everything else. We just need a button.
Okay, so spacebar?
Yes, just hold on for a second.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Angle on bow is about 125 now.
Alright. If it gets over 135, I believe it's gonna be a bad angle.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get out in front of it if they're anything more than 120 right now. Ready?
Alright, time to contact 1 minute 2 seconds. Fire.
Torpedo away! I'll let you follow that on the attack periscope. I'm gonna go smoke a
Christ.
cigarette. You guys are in charge now.
I don't even see these things.
If you look at 350, you'll see the ship we're looking at.
Okay. I got you.
So just go to the observation one.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now.
30 seconds. I pray to God we hit this, because I don't want to, like, waste a shot. I said I'm pretty good at this game, I don't want to be in back.
Yeah. Your reputation's on the line.
I mean, the last time I did TDC, like, it was like a couple seconds off before it actually hit. Should be fine.
Nah, that's alright. It's a learning process, man.
From what I understand, not many people know how it works.
Yeah, no. And like I said, it's a learning process. Once we get it, man, we're gonna end up being a step ahead of everybody else. Put it that way.
Well, it appears we've missed. It's been 1 minute 30 seconds. Time to contact was 1 minute 3 seconds. F.
Alright.
That. What did I get wrong here, though? Torpedo depth, that's a draft of 6, so that means it's 5.
Let's see.
I think we might need to get closer. Because we are pretty far away, and that's probably what set us off, because...
2, 3. Set 3. 1, 2, 3. See, how do you?
Did we hit
how
him?
do you do range yet again?
Nope.
To do range, you need to divide mass height in the attack periscope to whatever I see. Which, from right now, is not the best place, but it's 34 divided by 4 still. But I think we should get closer.
Is divided by 4, is that with it zoomed in?
Yeah. It's got to be the mass height divided by the hectometers on the attack. So we need to start moving towards the convoy because it's getting out of reach. I want to go for another run if that's fine with you guys.
We're gonna have to surface and charge the batteries.
What's that? Yeah, it's fine. I've seen worse.
We don't have enough speed to catch up with them at flank speed. Or, yeah, at flank speed, the batteries will drain really fast.
Yeah. Go to great speed and turn us 20 degrees port side. Go to... That works. And then we should be able to make it towards the convoy enough to get at least 2 shots off. Hopefully. Why is the front ballast open? Why both ballast open?
We were getting ready to do something.
We were getting ready to do nothing. We just need to catch up to the convoy, do another marking, make sure everything is correct, etc, etc. And then we should be able to, you know, do whatever.
We're at max speed, 7.2 knots. You said they were going 8.5 knots?
Looking at TDC, that is correct. How fast are we going?
Not fast enough. We're gonna have to surface to go faster.
Jesus. Oh.
Want me to take us up?
Take us up, sir.
Yeah, it takes we should be far enough, hopefully.
We are surfaced.
Alright, I'm up top.
Alright. Charging the compressor.
We're at full speed, charging batteries.
Compressor's charging.
Can you take us 10 more degrees port, please?
Compressed air is full.
Speed is rising, 11 knots.
Boys, I actually gonna go now. F. Alright, well, I'll see you guys later. Good luck.
Alright.
If you ever need something, yeah, no problem. If you ever need help with things, just go onto YouTube.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Alright, good
Well,
luck,
this is
guys.
pretty much both of our first time doing this, so we'll get it sorted.
Good luck, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Sir. Ooh. Just getting a good view of. We're pretty much going straight for these guys. Really? We need to turn a little bit. We want to get ahead of these guys, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We don't want to be going straight for them. This is where a navigator would come in handy. You can plot a course, you can plot their course, and then we can set up a parallel course. Now, right now, all we're doing is pretty much eyeballing it.
Yep. We need to go more to the left.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get us to where we are pretty much on a parallel course of theirs. That looks like that's about right.
I feel like I know in Silent Hunter, if we were still on the surface now, we would be detected already.
Yeah, we'd be getting shot at. We'd be getting shot at because it's daylight. It's pretty clear from us to them. They can see us too, and that's what I'm used to. That's the only reason why I don't like being this close. But that's just me.
Now we gotta watch out for that front one. That front one's got guns on it.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to get too close to the front. We'll probably want to turn back. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, turret back and probably just start shooting at the middle of the group and back, because the escort's in the front, so we don't want to be as close to the front, right?
I thought we were going to take him out first. If we take him out, then we can just sit back and let the rest of them pass by. Because basically what I was thinking we were going to do was get ahead of these guys, turn onto a onto our attack bearing. Once we got up close enough to them, we could basically get underwater and come to a dead stop and wait for these guys to pass us by.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. We want to get way out in front of them and then creep up on battery power. Probably no more than slow or half speed, so they can't hear us. But
Yeah.
that's going to take us getting out in front of them quite a ways.
Yeah, that's why I was just going to keep on pushing in the direction of going. Get out ahead of their escort, enough to where we got enough time to make our turn and get into our position where we want to be, to where they would pass by in a good spot for us.
I think we want to come to the right a little bit now.
See, that's where a good navigator would come in handy. Yeah, we'll adjust that, getting closer to them once we get on the bearing that we want to be on when we get set up for our attack run.
Well, we don't want to, we're driving away from them, I'm pretty sure. So let's just try to square up and get a little bit more parallel to them. We don't want to put any more distance between us and them now. They're starting to disappear from our view.
All right. We'll try to keep us at about somewhere between 240 and 250.
I have their approximate course plotted on the navigation chart at about 250 at 8.5 knots.
Yeah, that's roughly what I was thinking too. Somewhere like around 250. So they're going 8.5 knots, and we're doing what, 17?
Well, we're going to get out in front of them. We're going to get to a dead stop, and then we'll take their speed reading again. I'm not entirely confident that that was correct.
Yeah, that's fine.
All we need to do is pick out one of the ones that's most parallel with us, that's closest to 90 degrees, come to a dead stop, and then measure the time. If we just need to know the length. We just have to identify it, know the length, and then we can take a timing.
Yeah, you want to add? Well, best thing to do would be to identify the escort. He's the one that's setting the pace for the rest of the fleet, for everybody else, right? So
Yeah.
if we identify him and get his speed, then we'll pretty much have everybody else's speed. escort can only be one of two things. It's either a flower or the tribal. And I think with this in easy, I think we only have to deal with the flowers, right?
Not sure. I'll tell you what, they've gotten out of our viewing range, pretty much. I've only got one in view right now.
Yeah, I'm turning to the right just a little bit more. Trying to stay as parallel to them as possible. Now, I can't control the speed up here. The only thing I can do is control the rudder. So.
No, that's fine. We're at max speed. We're good for now. I'll be right back.
You identify that escort from there?
Well, we approximately know their course, so... Stupid keyboard.
We really could stand to know their range right about now.
See if we can figure that out.
try and get us in a little closer.
Yeah, I can't identify it. Pretty sure the one I'm looking at is not a warship, though.
Range.
Still working on identifying.
Oh.
I got. There was two ships right next to each other, so it was hard to identify.
Okay. Might as well put me on a pot of coffee. Like it's gonna be one of those nights.
Front. Pause it.
All right, which one are you trying to identify?
Pretty sure that's a requisitioned trawler. It's got a gun on it if it's not a warship. Okay, we're getting in front of them now, and we're getting really close.
All right. Yeah.
Looks a lot like their gun is pointed right at us.
All right. Well, you ready to dive?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna get on down. Get down here. Hatch is closed. Ballast is open.
Diesel engines are secured. Front ballast is open.
All right. But why do we not have a full compressed air?
Did the valve get left open?
I don't believe so. But our compressed air says we got about 700 pounds, where we should have a full tank. I know
It might have been from me blowing the ballast tanks, and they weren't finished when you shut the compressor off.
The compressor was full. The compressed air was full when I shut the compressor off. I don't know. I know it was full. Double check it. I was just about to get that. Alright, so hopefully we got enough compressed air to get back up to the surface when we get done. Let's see.
Well, actually, it'll depend on our depth, but if we're just at periscope depth, we'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Should be all right as long as we're there. Let's see if I can figure out how to
Dive in with trim tank. That's we're at a dead stop.
All right, let's see. All right, see if you got your recognition manual open.
Yeah, why?
All right. I got engine amidships, composite hull. What
And a
else do you
front
need?
forecastle, one mast. That's a requisition trawler type 1. Length is 50 meters.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at? We might not even be looking at the same thing.
I was looking at the warship. I thought that's what we were looking at.
Oh, okay. At the one at 080.
I can't see, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let me get on the observation periscope. Still not diving.
at the one at 75. What's the requisite recognition manual again?
C. Push C.
Ah, there it is. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, the air bleed was left open. The ballast tanks are now not full. Okay, we should now be sinking. Seven meters. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're at a full stop, so try to take a speed reading off of that trawler, the one that we identified.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, we just dropped under.
Just a 1 meter too far.
Can we get up a little bit?
Yeah, you should be at 11.5 meters now.
Yeah, I lost him. Where'd he go? They're turning away from us. Yeah, they're turning.
Damn it, now we're on the surface again. I barely used any air and we're surfaced.
Yeah. Like I said, it's hard to keep this thing at where we need to be. It's almost impossible.
They spotted us. Now they're probably going to be zigzagging.
No, they're just turning away from us. That's all. Now we gotta get a whole new. We need to get into a whole new position. Ugh. It's not that they don't know we're here yet. It's just that now it's just they just changed course. That's all.
Now they're zigzagging. They turned right. Now they're turning back to the left. They're alerted to us. And they're trying to sail away. They're zigzagging for sure. I'm watching them go back and forth. Unless that's just the destroyer or the escort doing that.
Yeah, I don't think. No, the escort would be firing on us if they knew we were here. He wouldn't be.
Considering we're on the surface, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't think they know we're here. I just think that they just changed course. That's all.
Blowing ballast. Going back to diesel.
Say what? What's our course right now?
340. It's going to take a long time to get out in front of them since they turned away from us.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm pretty sure that escort knows we're here. It's coming right towards us. And the rest of the ships have sailed away. Look at the back escort. Pretty sure that back escort's a Corvette, and it's coming up on our 180 across the back of us.
The back escort coming up on our 180.
He's actually at about 170 on our relative heading right now. That is definitely a Corvette.
Oh yeah.
And he knows we're here.
Yeah.
Told you they knew we were here. They were running away.
Yeah.
He's at 140. He's something. He's giving us a tail shot though. We can get this right real quick. His distance is 2. Yeah, his distance is 2.
Oh, he's turning towards us now.
Alright.
So we're going to have a narrow profile shot. He's coming directly towards us now. Yeah, he's now trying to get up. Yeah, he's turning to come out in front of us or get alongside of us. Use the deck gun. At least try to damage him so he can't keep. He can go way faster than we can. Oh, they're shooting at us.
Alright, we need to dive then.
Incoming. Crash dive, crash dive. We got shells flying over our head. They're getting pretty close.
This TDC. Trying to make something. See if I can make this work.
Opening ballast tanks. Trim tanks are full. Fucking keyboard stopped working, and I hate this wireless keyboard. Alright, we're at 17 meters.
It's down too low. I can't see.
Okay, you're at 12 meters. Depth is holding at 12 meters.
All right.
Yeah, that Corvette is close, and I have got a good view of it.
try it. See if I hit. I don't think I will though.
We're being pinged. Alright, he's right behind us on a bearing of 150. Drop that periscope and we're gonna dive.
Yeah. Take us down. You doing slowing down?
Slow and silent running.
What's our depth?
25 meters. Try to weave us back and forth, left and right.
I'm away from him to think that he's got our depth first. Then I'm just gonna cut it hard in one direction. Wait for it.
He's too behind us for me to get him on sonar.
Yeah.
Crash diving with trim tank. Well, I hope the next sound we hear isn't splashes.
Yeah, he's probably getting ready to drop. That's what I thought. That's why I kept it running.
We're diving underneath them.
All right.
Depth is 50 meters.
All right.
65.
Alright, take us down to about 75 and hold for a little bit. See what he does. I'd like to get up there and sink his ass. That's what I'd like to do. Damn it. I need a good torpedo man. I'm gonna figure that out before if it kills me. Trying to get my friend to get up on with me again. Now that excuse me. Now that we got somebody that can help us along, figure it out, sort it out. We tried it. We tried it yesterday, and we couldn't get it. For some reason, the game kept glitching out. I think it was because our negative tank just wasn't all the way closed or something.
Alright, I got us held at 80 meters right now. I'm gonna check the phone.
Alright. Hold this position for a minute. See if we can get away from that dude. And
he's at 110 or 100. He's pinging us again now though.
he's at 100. Well, we're going 000, so
he lost us. He's still pinging, but he's not pinging in our direction.
Yeah, we'll hold this course for about 5 more minutes, long enough for me to come back from taking a lead.
He's weaving back and forth trying to find us.
Yeah, that's good. Be right back.
He found us.
Yeah, what's our speed?
Speed is 2.5, 3 knots.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sink this dude before it's all over with. Definitely gonna have to sink this dude.
Alright, he's closing. He's finding us.
Let him think he's got our depth again. Where are you at?
He's coming up astern of us. Splashes.
Yep, I'm cutting the rudder hard to the right. I think it's down to 150 feet. Where are you at?
I was sounding. We're diving. We need more dive though.
guess I turned right into it, huh?
Oh shit, man, that was 3 hours long.
Yeah. It was a long run. Guess I turned right into it. Boo.
Did you turn right? Because the splashes I heard were on the right side.
Yeah, I turned right.
Yeah, I probably should have said which side I heard them on. I had to turn the other way. But I kind of wanted us to turn right into him. I was trying to go past him and sneak past him. Or hoping we could do that, but...
Yeah, I cut it too hard, I think. I don't know. That was fun, though. We'll definitely have to play some more. It's like 5 in the morning out here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to shut the stream down and we'll pick this up tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, we can do that. Hopefully, when my buddy gets off of work, he'll be willing to give this another shot. And then we'll have a third person running with us. As long as his wife and daughter will let him get away for a little bit. We'll see. We'll see.
This guy on the stream said that once we have their speed, we should use slow speed at least to control our depth with hydroplanes, which makes sense. And then he said while we were being pinged just now, once he goes over us, we should go full speed and turn 30 degrees. Well, he went over us. We heard splashes. We should have hit full speed and...
Yeah. And I was too busy controlling the rudder and wasn't really thinking about it. But I know for next time. So, good tips. Good tips.
Yep. All right. I'll catch you later, man.
Yep. Later.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for tuning into the stream. We'll catch you next time.